Hello, my name is Certain Travis, and welcome back to Factorio Space Age. We are on episode 2, and as you can see, I've gone ahead and done a bit of research queuing, starting with radars. Um, Radars are going to be particularly important because it allows us to expand the map. All right. And that's important because, as you can see, our pollution cloud is growing, and it is getting a bit uncomfortably close to this spider nest. Well, if we want to know for sure if it's getting pollution, we can go over the pollution and kind of see the graphs where thing if nests are getting polluted, um they'll show up on here, and that means biter attacks are going to be inevitable. Alright, and to do that, we are going to invest in a little thing called turret creeping, and that is enabled via that tech we just unlocked called gun turrets. While we have red science going, we can get going. So what's the goal for our episode? Goals are we're gonna clear out our less than friendly neighbors and kind of start getting some proper automation going, because in our last thing we unlocked some very useful technology, underground belts and splitters. That's from we got from logistics in episode 1. um and basically they're two very useful tools in creating the forbidden art of belt spaghetti. Uh, Everyone, spaghetti is, if you for those not familiar to Factorio games, spaghetti is basically your factory is basically a giant blob of belts. Thing You're weaving your belts. Think of the belts as kind of like your noodles of the spaghetti, and the assemblers and billings as like the meatballs, or sort of as of sorts. So now that we're gonna get some more automation going. Let's first grab some more iron, because like I said, this game is very iron heavy at the start of the game. Alright, we're gonna take that, and we're gonna, looks like we need to refill the copper. We're gonna create some more let's automate some more things, shall we? First, we're gonna expand our power grid. Eventually, we'll get better power poles that don't require wood. First thing we want to make is ammo. Yellow ammo, or basically gun ammo, is crafted with 4 iron plates. Pretty easy. We're gonna plop down some as you can see, the factory is starting to take is the factory is growing, as the popular phrase. And we're gonna place gun turrets are a little bit more, but not terribly so. We need 20 copper, 10 copper, and 10 iron gears. So we're gonna do something similar to like this, and that. But first, let me kind of show you a thing. You can copy and paste buildings. At the very beginning of the game, this is not going to be pretty useful, as is to create ghosts. These are basically ghosts of entities, and but basically they're kind of like I want to put something here, but they're not actually here. And by placing them down, they basically become omnipresent. Once we get into deep into the game, we'll have construction robots that basically allow us to do the building for us, and it will quickly become a matter of the game plays for me pretty much. So we need more inserters. As you can see, we resorted to ghosts. With that, we have gun turrets, a hand-fed gun turret. We are going to limit the amount of thing because we don't need that many gun turrets. We're gonna collect some more resources. Let's keep an eye on those biters. So yeah, we're gonna basically do some territorial disputes. The biters, like I talked about the biters briefly in my last episode, but if for those who need a refresher, biters are basically our prime antagonist of Factorio. And it looks like we ran out of science bottles, so I'll quickly refill that. And hopefully by the end of the episode, we'll get a setup where we don't have to walk around constantly and grab a. But no promises. Alright, we're gonna put some more ammo in here. Grab some more science. Let's get some more science going. The current research is electric mining drills, and it's how we're gonna get out of the so-called burner phase. As you can see, I removed things because we have quite a bit of coal stockpiled, and quite honestly, we don't need all that much after a certain point. It just becomes an inventory issue. So yeah, and we kind of started kicking that off with setting up the belt automation, hand-fed belt automation. And just so we can and after that we have electric mining drills. Um, we won't be crafting those in a hot second, but we now have gun turrets and ammo. And you can see our power is growing a little bit. I expanded to since the last video I expanded to 2 steam engines, so you can kind of see like how we're gonna go from here. But this is a bit overkill for what we have right now. Once we get like our radars down and whatnot, we'll. And so while we wait for stuff to craft, we can let's put down our radar. So we're gonna drag everything out all over here. A radar, it makes this beeping noise that shows its progress, and it does a few things. For starters, if I mosey on over here, and I'll talk about that in a moment. If we go over here, as you can see, this is my radar. This is this radar now allows me to see within the zone even if I'm not immediately in this zone. This is helpful later in the game where I'm basically like micromanaging the factory from across the way or even from across planetary systems entirely. But another thing it does, as you can see, uh, it basically expands the what I've. There are two ways to expand this map area because obviously I'm not limited to this tiny box right here, and that's through manually exploring or through radar exploration. So as you see, it will slowly make its way down, and eventually it will double back and start covering. And that's important to allow to basically see if like the nests are expanding or whatnot. We have lamps. Lamps allow us to craft some light. Let there be light, as they might say. The other thing that we unlocked is military science. That allows us to actually it doesn't the military technology. Military science is a actual science and is not to be confused with with the. So basically, it allows us to create some machine guns and shotguns. We want to start off by crafting ourselves a SMG because we right now we have our starter pistol. The starter pistol is not good, putting it bluntly. With this starter pistol, we can now load thing, and you can change ammo. You can change a weapon with between loaded weapons with C as follows. We're also going to create a shotgun and craft some shotgun ammo. I'll get into that. We won't be using the shotgun all that much, but it's fairly useful in the early game for a reason that I will get into shortly. 15 shells should be enough. Alright. This should be enough for the time being. I also want to grab some ammo. Also gonna grab there's kind of ways you can As you can see, if you might notice these like black dots. If we hover over them, we get fish. Fish is basically like our way to heal. But as if you're familiar with Factorio, but not um Space Age, you might notice something different. Spoilable. Uh, Fish now spoils if not used properly. Used, and I will. Alright, so let's get our. Alright, so down here we have biters. Actually, a few clusters of biters. I'm not a huge fan of being close, but if we kind of so basically biters evolve. Um, you can see we have two spitter spawners and one biter spawner. But for right now, we're only seeing small biters because as you can see, we're at 0.02 evolution. Evolution goes up in three ways. The first way is it goes up over time, so that's basically what's all that's been happening. Uh, it goes up by when by pollution. Uh, as you can see, it consumes, and when it consumes pollution, the biters will start coming and they will start tearing through your factory. It's not good. Um, and then the third way is through destroying nests. We will be first. We're gonna be putting down and then we're gonna once we're getting close, we give in. As you can see, the biters get completely annihilated. As you can notice, they will attack things. Alright. So with that being said, let's Alright, and as you can see, they damn, there is a way we can repair things with the repair packs, but we haven't got quite far to that research. We're gonna queue up some more. And as you notice, as we queue up resources, the prerequisites for the other techs become available. So, like for example, when they do weapon shooting speed 1, weapon shooting speed 2 is now pop queuable. And to be honest, I probably should have went ahead and did some automated ammo beforehand, but I thought I'd just show you how to. Alright, we're gonna bait out the crowd of biters first. Then we're gonna creep up with the. We're gonna slowly get closer. As you can see, when we get in range with it, the character will automatically start. Oh, keep in mind there's also target priorities. This will be important later. That's a neat feature that allows us to. Thing. Now that the worm's dead, we can go ahead and start. Oh boy. Yeah, I was afraid about that happening. Yeah, these nests are a bit closer than I'm willing to like. As we stay within like this. So I mean, we will basically be thinking because the biters at this point are pretty weak. And the reason why I have a shotgun is because shotgun ammo is more efficient at taking out nests in the early game. Alright. We'll leave that nest be for the time being. Looks like we have another nest up there here. And as you can see, the biter evolution went up a little bit. Destroying nests does have a significant impact on the evolution, but honestly, it's better than. It's more efficient. It's it's better to get rid of the biter bases than let them get pollution and start attack waves. All right, we're gonna let the ammo processing go a little bit. Alright, and then we're gonna. I prematurely took down my coal snake. Or we're gonna be. Obviously, going back and forth between our burner miners and things is not very fun. Most importantly, well, we haven't run out of fuel. The, our if we run out of power, we can't do automation, we can't do science. We're kind of sad. So we're gonna go ahead and start getting into setting up what we call the furnace stack. First thing we're gonna start by handcrafting some thing. only because it's pretty expensive. Circuits require copper wire, which is basically just copper plates, and iron plate. And like I said, we'll be making a lot of circuits. Oh, of course. Electric miners, like burner miners, will cause pollution, but they are infinitely better. Starting with the sole fact that that they run on electricity instead of coal. Granted, our power plant is still coal, but it's more. Trust me, it's more efficient than. Also, here's another. The burner miner. As you can see, it has a 2x2 mining area. The electric miner, while being a 3x3 building, has a 5x5, so it has a lot better mining potential. Like you see, 749 with a burner miner, but with electric miner, we have potential 3,000. We're gonna throw down a small line of. This is gonna change due time, but we want to get our. We now have a big, large stack pile of belts that we can utilize. I am noticing there's quite a bit of coal in our starting area, which is kind of good because coal is the lifeblood of our factory, or it will be. Another, if you want to create a line of power poles, you hold down right click, and then it will automatically place them out at the maximum placement distance. And once we have power connected, see, now we have ore on the belt. What now? Well, obviously, iron ore by itself does nothing, to be honest. It's which is why we want to create some more of more electric miners and put them down on the coal. We have stone walls, which allow us to build a little cozy box. But at this point in the stage, we're going to just be watching the pollution count and keeping biters away from our cloud manually. Oh, and the other thing that we got is we got repair packs. Repair packs are pretty easy to craft. As you can see, we have our damage repair packs down here. As we hand craft those, I can. And to repair, you kind of right click and it makes like a noise. Notice it doesn't consume a thing on the credit. It has basically has a use limit and then it before being consumed. It has 300 durability basically. I want to pick up these. Alright. Let's get our coal den going. Dragging belts is particularly easy. Probably one of many satisfying things in the game. Open, we need more power poles. One con is electric drills do take more energy than because they are electric drills and mining drills and not burner miner drills. But trust me, they're quite handy. And before we're gonna show our first belt spaghetti thing. How do we merge basically miners mine onto one side of the belt, which is going to be the inside of the belt relative to their position, and we kind of want to put them all on a single belt, kind of like this. And we're gonna actually craft some lights. I don't normally craft lights because I'm not making YouTube videos, but for viewer convenience, we are going to be letting there be light. As someone in the Bible probably once said. With that, as we now see like belts are represented by yellow on the. We're gonna space them out so we can power thing. Our furnaces require a healthy batch of inserters. We're gonna pick up because we're probably not going to be needing this anymore. That we're gonna think, and we're gonna put some lights down. Periodically. Just so when it's nighttime, you're not looking at like a pitch black screen. And I apologize if episode 1 was kind of bad. We're gonna hand feed things, and pretty soon we're gonna be belt feeding these assemblers instead of hand feeding. So now we have inserters automatically putting coal in. One belt spaghetti trick we have right here is side loading belts. By putting belts in the middle of two joining belts, one side will load onto one side of the belt and one side will load onto the other. This is important, especially for like a proper furnace stack design that I will be implementing later, because uh coal and coal and iron are going to be on the outside of the belt, and while on the topic, here's a more inserter inserters can grab from either side of the belt, but they place on the outside of a belt, like that. And if they can't think, they'll just hold it over like a please give me room. We're gonna with that we have a proper now here we're also gonna solve the problem of having to hand feed our power plant, because as you saw fairly recently, I had to go refill one of the. This is a splitter. Splitters normally they have several functionalities. One is evenly spreading items across, as I can show here, evenly spreading. So I have half a lane coming in, and I have half a lane, I suppose a quarter lane coming on both sides. Another neat trick is you can filter. You can input priority and output priority. I'll cover coding, but for the most part, we can filter so we can have like a specific resources go on to a particular one side of the belt or the other. So now we have iron on one side and coal on the other. That's good because furnaces don't need iron ore. They need coal. And like that, we have our first kind of a baby uh, furnace stat going. And now instead of having to run all the way down here to get the iron can now come to me, and I can get this we're gonna handcraft some more thing, because we need some more smelting output, because we want to next make a copper again, like I said before, copper is not as important, but as you can see from like electric miners and inserters, we do need electronic circuits for a few things, and red science. So we shall commence with the thing. And how do we want to? Hmm. Here's another thing, because another one issue with the is that this will be produce a mixed thing. That doesn't sound too bad, but you generally don't want mixed sushi belts, so we're going to trying to avoid and we want to split off some coal. Rotating R allows you to thing, and you can kind of like drag the belt how you wish. Now we're gonna craft some more inserters. We're gonna craft some more of those goodies. Let's keep an eye on the thing. Alright, we're not seeing anything. No oil yet, but oil tends to be something we have to trek for. And we do want to get oil eventually because if we want to create chemical science or blue science, which is going to be the next thing. Now we have now a megawatt of full power. Like that, we're eventually our furnace stacks are going to be a lot larger, like a lot larger. But trust me when I say, um, for now, this is more than enough. We're gonna do that amount, and we're researching the next science pack, which is gonna be logistic science. It takes 75 science packs, so we're probably going to be expanding the labs in just in not too long while. But for now, 2 labs will be fine. Oh, and I just realized I forgot to so yeah. And while we kind of this is a underground. Basically, it allows us to go under the ground with the belt, which is helpful for like having like stuff like in between thing. But it also allows us to do funky stuff. Like for instance, this what is going on here? Well, if this is a full belt, where it is a half belt, so it's not like a good example. Basically, the stuff will hit the inside of the belt will hit the underground and will not go in, but the right side will go inside the thing and will end out like that. So that's another spaghetti trick. Let me put some more lights down so we can see our screen. Look at our factory. It is now humming with slightly more gusto. As you can see, we are burning through science because logistics science 1% is like one research is 5 6 5 seconds, so we burn through research quite fast. So yeah. So in this we currently episode we kind of have a we the factory is starting to come together. We now have carefree power, um carefree smelting, and we now have a little bit more space to breathe before biters come. And the next episode, I'm hoping we can start getting into logistics science, which is the next step. It's in the thing. Potentially make some expand our automation and potentially create some proper smelting stacks. And with that, I'm going to be calling it here. Again, if you like what you're seeing, leave a like. Lets me know what you think. If you have any questions, leave a comment. And if you're interested in more Factorio Space Age content in the future, when we're actually getting into a significant thing, subscribe and keep tabs on the channel. And with that, I will call it here. Have a nice day.